This is our first task as a society, keeping our children safe. This is how we will be judged.
Calling for change. President Obama today unveiled his $500 million plan to try to reduce gun violence. You heard it in a special report right here on Wood TV. 24-Hour News 8's Ryan Takeo here in studio now with what this proposal means.
If you saw the announcement, you saw people behind the president, a group of people, including four children who wrote letters to the White House since the Sandy Hook shooting, saying they fear for the safety of children in the wake of gun violence. That shocking crime in Newtown is what prompted the president to take this action. First, the package of bills. The president called on Congress to ban military-style assault weapons, limit ammunition magazines to 10 rounds, and require background checks on each and every gun sale. The president is also signing 23 executive actions which don't need approval from Congress, including measures to encourage schools to hire police officers, increase research on gun violence, and improve efforts to prosecute gun crimes. The president said he realizes a lot of people will be opposed to these plans, but he called for support from Americans.
While there is no law or set of laws that can prevent every senseless act of violence completely, no piece of legislation that will prevent every tragedy, every act of evil, if there is even one thing we can do to reduce this violence, if there's even one life that can be saved, then we've got an obligation to try.
The president also nominated Todd Jones as director of the ATF, that's the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, who is currently the acting director of the agency. Brian?
Ryan, thank you. The National Rifle Association quick to respond to the president's proposals today. It issued a statement this afternoon that says it looks forward to working with Congress to find what it calls real solutions to protecting America's children. It goes on to say, quoting here, attacking firearms and ignoring children is not a solution to the crisis we face as a nation. Only honest, law-abiding gun owners will be affected, and our children will remain vulnerable to the inevitability of more tragedy.
We want to go live now to 24-Hour News 8's Steve Kelso, live inside Silver Bullet Firearms, where there's been a rush on guns all day. Steve?
Yeah, good evening, Sue. It's been a busy place in here all day. This is the AR-15. This is exactly the type of gun that now sits squarely in the crosshairs of the Obama administration. This one is a rental. You see, even though this gun is perfectly legal right now, you can't buy one here at Silver Bullet Firearms. They simply are out of them. Since December, there has been a steady run on this gun in anticipation of the president's announcement. Silver Bullet is doing its best to keep them in stock, but right now, demand is quite simply outpacing supply.
They're trying to keep up with demand right now, manufacturing them at the same rate that at full capacity that they're at. It's just they can't keep up with supply and demand. As soon as we get them into the store, within the hour they're gone again.
Now, there's another interesting phenomenon going on in the gun world today. The number of applications for CPL, or the concealed pistol license in Michigan, has skyrocketed. Kent County has over 900 pending requests and took 90 applications in just 2 days recently. Under Sheriff John Hess says he's hearing the same reason from almost all of those applicants.
We've talked to the people that are coming to the window, the clerks, the staff, and they're basically saying it's a fear of gun control. There's no science to that. These are some of the things they're overhearing, but that's what they're saying they're hearing.
Also saw a lot of people in here today purchasing those extended magazines that hold more than 10 rounds of ammunition. Those also, if the president has his way, would not be available for purchase anymore. Live in Grand Rapids tonight, Steve Kelso, 24-Hour News 8.
Okay, Steve, thank you. There's still a lot more to tell you about when it comes to today's announcement on gun crime. Coming up at 5:30, we will have reaction from Capitol Hill on the president's announcement, plus how police officers are using a West Michigan school to prepare for a tragedy like the one in Sandy Hook. That's all still ahead.